Welcome to the Warner's Kitchen. We're going to make another great recipe today. I've got my peppy towel, I've got my lovely assistants, my wife is behind the camera, and girls, what are we going to make today?
Mom's chili.
That's right, Mom's name is Cheryl. And girls, what's the first step?
Browning the hamburger.
That's right. Now, I'm going to walk over here to where we're going to do this, and you can see that Cheryl, my lovely wife, has done most of the work for me. She's browned the hamburger and she's cut up everything, and I'm just going to walk you through it. And basically all we do is just put this into the slow cooker today. Now you can make this in many ways, but we're going to use the slow cooker. So the first thing we did was to brown the hamburger. And so we use a very lean sirloin hamburger, so there's virtually no grease in there. But if you have a more greasy hamburger, you might want to drain it first. So we're going to just take the hamburger and we're going to put it in the crock pot, the slow cooker. And then we have ingredients here that Cheryl has already chopped up. And I'm going to start with the veggies. She's got 2 peppers. She's got 1 green pepper and 1 colorful pepper. You can use red. In this case, we used orange. And so we're just going to take those and we're going to dump those into the crock pot. And then we have onion, and you can see we have quite a bit of onion here, but onion just really melts down when it cooks. And this is really 1 really big onion, or maybe 1.5 medium onions. And we're going to put that in the crock pot. And then we have the beans and the special ingredient, the stewed tomatoes. And if you want to make chili just like Cheryl's chili, you will use the Bush's chili beans, pinto beans with mild chili sauce. That's what we like. And so we're going to put that in, and I'll just help those beans out of the can. Put 2 cans, 15-ounce cans of the beans in this recipe. All right, a couple more beans in there. And then we have stewed tomatoes. Now this is different than regular diced tomatoes. Stewed tomatoes have flavoring in them, and if you want to get the most flavor, you want to use stewed tomatoes. So we're going to put those in the crock pot. And then the only other thing we have to put in are all the seasonings. And so first of all, we're going to use 1.5 tablespoons of chili powder. Now you can use more. A lot of recipes will call for 3 or even 4 tablespoons, but we don't like it real spicy, so we're going to put in 1.5 tablespoons. And then we like to add a little garlic salt as well. We don't really measure it. She tells me she just kind of does a sprinkle over the top like that. So we put a little of that in. And then we have garlic. In this case, we're going to use garlic that's already been minced. And get the spoon here. And there's we like a really big tablespoon of minced garlic. So a big scoop of that in there. That'll be great. And then the final thing are salt and pepper. And so we're just going to grind a little pepper, probably a 1/2 teaspoon will do. So we'll grind that in there. And then the last thing is salt. And probably, somewhere around a teaspoon of salt. You can always add it later, so we're going to put about that much in. And then the only other thing you should do is give it a good stir. And so everything, the meat is on the bottom, and we just want to get it mixed up. It's going to melt together when it cooks anyway, but we're going to give this a good stir, dig down there and pull that meat up to the top. Oh, it's looking good already. All right, so there we go. Now, we're going to cook this. In a crock pot, you can cook it on high for a short time or low for a longer time. We're going to give it a longer cook. We're going to put it on low temperature, and we're going to let this go for probably 8 hours, which means you're going to have to join me a little bit later. So we're going to let this simmer away in the crock pot, and we'll see you in about 8 hours. Okay, it's been 8 hours, and our chili is ready. Can't wait to taste it. So here's what it is. We got this wonderful chili here, and we're going to taste that in just a minute. And over here, I also have made some of my cornbread, and we have a video on that we've already made, and I'm going to put the link to that below. So if you want to make the cornbread with the chili, it's a great combination. Well, girls, there's only one thing left to do, and what is that?
Taste test.
That's correct. And so we're going to do that. We actually have small taste test bowls and small taste test spoons. So let's give it a try, girls. It's not hot. Ah, good, good. Now, a couple of things I wanted to mention. Cheryl mentioned that she likes to cut the chunks of pepper and onion large. That's important. And also, you get to stir it 3 or 4 times during the time you're cooking it, just to make sure everything is well incorporated. Now, I really appreciate you watching. Subscribe to our channel. Click on the little bell. You'll be notified every time we publish a new video. And so we'll see you next time from the Warner's Kitchen.